Ahora sí, una vez más con esta servidora Marilyn Rodríguez. Y bueno, otra vez estamos aquí esta noche porque tenemos una invitada especial. Esta vez va a ser toda en inglés, así que welcome me and let me and help me welcome my guest tonight. And she is Lori Crosby, Miss Manifest, and she's going to tell you how to manifest your dreams.
So much, Marilyn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so excited to be here. Like, I feel like I won the lottery, Marilyn. Thank you.
So thank you for joining me this tonight because it's already nighttime. And you are in New York. We are in Philadelphia, so it's always an honor to see you and speak to you. And I know you're doing a lot of new things in your life, in your career. I know that we met some time ago, in 2019. We met when we went to Costa Rica, and it was such a great experience. Immediately, your energy, the way you are, you was just very contagious. So I say, when you come back to the USA, we have to get together and we have to do something together. And so you have been working a lot. I know they know you as Miss Manifest. So for the people who don't know anything about you, who is Miss Manifest?
Yes, Miss Manifest is a name that was given to me by my workout partner, my best friend, Miss Self-Love. She teaches people how to get back to self-love. And she gave me that name. And she said, listen, this name fits you because I've been manifesting things left and right for myself and others all around the world since I was a little girl. So that's why that name fit me. So I stuck with it and it really turned into like everything. Even the banner, like it's Miss Manifest. I woke up to this every single day to become who I am. Because I didn't know that I can be a coach or a strategist. I want to call myself. I didn't know that. But I had to wake up every single day to see this, to visualize what I possibly could be. So people are like, why you don't picture yourself? Because that's who I was going to be. And that's who I am now.
Yes. And now I know you wrote a book and it's part of the it's the number 2 edition of the Spiritual Fitness Survivor. And so there you talk about your story is very touching. So the people who see you, you know, you're working, you're very successful right now, but they don't know who you was years ago, how you didn't believe in yourself. And maybe you could tell our audience a little bit about that.
Yes. Listen, when I was a little girl, I started off really just being to myself. I was bullied at a young age by my kindergarten teacher. I say that to say because you would think that, you know, when you're first coming into the world and the schooling, you know, you be uplifted. Mine, I really wasn't. I got shamed for not speaking Spanish and just not like looking like everybody else. I had a little Caesar. I looked like a little boy. You know, I was really bullied up until high school. Past then, you know, and I really had something to prove to the world. Like, listen, bullying it traumatized me, but I literally bounced back. Why? Because I had my mother. My mother, she is an amazing woman. She adopted me. I do not call her my grandmother. She is my grandmother, but I don't call her that. I was given to my mother, which is Alexis Rodriguez Adams, but in birth, like when I came out the womb, I was given to her, not to my biological mother. So I wanted to just, you know, really just point that out because that Alexis Rodriguez Adams, built me to be who I am. She pushed me to like believe in myself and don't allow people to bother me and, you know, hinder my dreams till this day. And she just turned 76. I'm excited about that. And, you know, I'm just grateful.
Wow. Shout out to her. She did a great job.
Thank you.
So tell me, when you was coming up, what made, you know, a lot of people see you now and say, oh, okay, she must have everything. She maybe had everything from the beginning, but you didn't, as you just mentioned. What you had to do to convince yourself or to say, hey, I could do anything I could put my mind into? What was that click in you, or who pushed you to be the person who you are right now?
Once again, it comes back down to my mom and my dad. They drove this in me. I really didn't know too much about how I could believe in myself if it wasn't for them. Even from when I was in school and, you know, they put me in this extra time class, I don't know, so that I could have more time to finish tests and all these different things. And I was already segregated from the rest of the class. Like something was wrong with me because I needed more time. you know, and I just was like really at that point of life, like, dang, maybe I'm slower than everybody, you know. And then when I realized, you know, when I used to go home and tell my mother how I felt, she used to just be like, listen, you're going to be more. You're going to focus on the things that you're going to have, you know, the things that you want. Just keep focused on it and you're going to get there. She pushed me to go to interviews I didn't ever want to go to. She pushed me to do my best in school. I didn't finish high school. I got my GED and she still supported me. And she said, you're still going to be more. And when I got my GED, I was super excited. Like if I had my high school diploma, it didn't mean nothing. So people out there that have their GED or don't have the credentials that the world wants you to have, it doesn't mean anything. It's your belief level.
Wow. Now, you finished your book. I'm sure you're working on another book. And we met in Costa Rica. It was such a great experience. What have you learned through this journey from being bullied, from struggling with the different things in life? What have you learned?
I learned to keep striving no matter what. I grew up in El Barrio, which is Spanish Harlem. You know, I grew up around the projects where there was just a lot of things going down in that neighborhood that wasn't positive. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but you can imagine if you know like how the east side is of Harlem, and it gets bad, you know, and there was a lot of drugs being done around me. There was a lot of fighting, a lot of shooting. People that I lived close to that was close to my heart in the same neighborhood didn't make it to my age. They're not here anymore, you know, and I had to seriously think like, you know, what do I need to do to get out of this situation? Mm-hmm. So once again, I pushed myself to go to different interviews, get jobs. And, you know, I felt like there's more out there. I didn't know how to find it. I remember, you know, just sitting in a train station, just saying that life is going to get better. Life is going to get better. These are affirmations that I didn't know that was going to hit my subconscious mind now.
Now, tell me about manifestation, because a lot of people talk about manifest, the power of manifestation.
Yes.
How did that come in place for you? When did you knew you had that power of manifesting, or how did you took it to the next level to be able to help many people, hundreds of people that you help right now?
Yes. So this is big, called divine connection. So when you got to pay attention to when the universe gives you signs, every place you worked at, everybody you met was for a reason. You have to find out the lesson and what's the connection. Even angel numbers. I follow the 111s, the 222s, and all these different numbers that mean something. So when you see these triple numbers, when you're in the right path and you Google this, you will actually start to see a pattern in advice. Now, if you believe in spirituality and you know that this is God, period. This is what I believe in. I believe in God. I know that he gives me the right way to find wherever it is I need to be in life, because I have a purpose to live for and just to be able to provide to everybody else in this world. We are more than just working a 9 to 5. So manifestation started with my belief. In 2012, I bumped into a young lady that invited me to an event. The event led me to more reading books and things I never did before, which is what I didn't do in school, but she pushed me onto that. And I met all these wonderful people. Then I met the book, The Secret. When I read The Secret, it put everything in connection. I said, wow, I did a dream board. I started putting all my pictures of everything that I wanted in life on this board. And I looked at it every day. I told myself I would be a billionaire. I told myself I would be successful. And I told myself one thing too, that was real funny. I said, I would like to have, a clean home, a clean refrigerator, everything organized, which in turn, I wasn't specific because now I have a cleaning business that's big in New York. So everything can just be specific because you may end up with everything on that dream board. I just wanted to organize house and, to be all of these things in my household, but ended up with a cleaning business because I put a refrigerator up there. I put a bucket with the mop and the broom. And now I'm a cleaner. I have not anymore. Now I have a team. I hired everybody. I run a big business in New York now because of that.
That's awesome. I want to take this minute to thank everyone who's connected, including Daniela, Charmaine, loved by Inez, I think her name is. Inez, Vinny. So yes, you have to be specific because sometimes and I have done this vision boards. And I kept saying to myself, why I keep meeting the same people, but I wasn't being as specific. I wanted certain things, and those certain things keep popping up. So for the next board, I had to be more specific. So you're right about that. So when you do your vision board, you have to be specific of what you want.
Yeah.
Now, tell me, how do you work with people, helping them manifest? Because I can say, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be a billionaire. But if I don't do certain things to make it there, if I don't organize myself, it's not going to happen. So how do you work in that with your clients?
Oh, that one word, organize. Like, I feel like it's so magical. Organizing is so important. And I didn't realize it because I wasn't always organized. When I was a mess, I totally had a messed up life. But when I sat down and organized these papers, set up my goals in place, figured out what I want to do, that's when I was able to teach others. So now how I help everybody is I basically sit them down. I get their anxiety list down. What is giving you stress? Because once we get your stress out the way, now I could create more happiness. Right? Let's work on the stress so we could create more happiness. It's very important because you have to vibrate at a certain level. So I get my individuals to literally figure out what makes them happy. So I make them write a list of happiness. Because sometimes I'll be like, what makes you happy? They'll be like, helping people. What else? Do you like to get hair? Do you want to get your hair done? Men, do you like to be tailored up? Do you want to walk in and get your suit together?
Yes.
Like, what is it that you want to do? You want to start a business? Maybe you need some questions answered. These are things that make you happy, because once you start getting solutions to your problems, then life starts to unfold for you. So I get them to just be organized with that. And we work side by side because I believe in accountability. Miss Self-Love is my accountability partner. She is my workout partner. She stretches me every day. We talk at least 8 hours a day about things that we need to get done. Who is your accountability partner? So if you don't have one, I'm here. That's my point. That's why I'm here. That's my purpose in life.
I remember one time where you was doing a Facebook Live and you was carrying all your supplies to your car, and it was so interesting because you're like, if you don't get up early in the morning, if you don't organize yourself, your rest of the day is gonna be a chaos. I truly believe that is true. I mean, I had experienced it. So when you're not organized, things don't go the way you want them to go. So it is very important to organize. What are some of the tips that you could give people who are, saying, I want to start my own business, but it doesn't seem to take off? Why do you think that is happening besides not being organized?
Oh man, it's a lot of faith and believing in yourself. And somebody gave me the idea to make this banner. Then somebody else told me to put it in front of my bed. These are the things, surrounding yourself with people that's going to push you. That's number one. Number two, you want to make sure that, like, you're making these lists. You want to make a list on everything. I don't care if it's on a computer, but you want to carry it with yourself. You want to make sure you're getting super organized. Whatever it is that you need to do, get it done. Literally in my program, it's called the Achieve the Dream. We have a book that we read, and we work on goals every single day. I have them work on their goals, and I get up there like, listen, you got it done? Like, what's going on? Each person, because I know what it is to be able to be lax. And it's not the time. I'll give you 30 days to get these goals done. So if you want to be a billionaire, there's affirmations that you got to put in, but you got to believe it. So I got to break them down into their mindset. So we start off with the secret. The secret is really good because it's a universal thing. Even if, let's say you're not super spiritual, it's still going to make sense to you. So I chose the secret because I feel like it's able to be given to a child and also an adult. So I want to be able to touch everybody, just not adults, kids too. Because once you get them young, that's it. They start to blossom early. I wish I had, that secret. I never read the secret first, So no, go ahead.
You're saying that you don't only say, okay, I want to be a billionaire. Okay, I'm going to organize myself. But you really have to believe of what you want to become, of what you want to do. So if you don't believe it, there is no faith. There's nothing that pushes you to make it happen, right? Including organizing yourself. Now, tell me about this. I have a list here.
Yeah.
So you had sent me this earlier, right? And I have it here, so we could go through this. Okay. So you're saying, are you trying to manifest? So the number one is the income. Mm-hmm. Right? Yep. So how do you manifest the income?
The income. We create an income. How much you want to make? Some people are like, I extra $500,000, $1 billion. Fine. Okay, now we got the income down pat. We know exactly what you want. Now we got to break that down to micro pieces. How are you going to create that income? What are you going to do every single day that you're going to stay committed to create that income? Now, I'm not talking about $3 questions. I'm talking about $1 billion questions. What questions are you going to ask the next person so they should create this income? But we have to believe it. This is a number that you're going to put above your wall, right above your bed, on your mirror and everything. This is a dream income.
Now let's move on to, okay, a clear mind. We talked about that. Your dream life, your car, and your item. How do you manifest that?
Yes, your life. You got to figure out mind, body, and soul, what it is that you need to get clear on. Once again, you're going to create lists for that. For the car, you want to know exactly what car you want. I went from wanting a car that was just basically to be driven, just to get to A to Z. Now I want a Jaguar. So now I'm going to get a picture of a Jaguar, put it on there, start looking for a Jaguar, test drive it, feel what it feels to be in the car so that I could create it and find out how much it costs and buy it.
That's pretty interesting, because then I really want the Jaguar, right? If I drive it, I'm going to say, oh my God, I have to do what I have to do to get this car of my dreams. Exactly. So you also have here, quitting your 9-to-5. Now that's gonna be very tough. I skip a couple of these, but quitting your 9-to-5, because a lot of people are gonna say, why would I quit my job if this is my only income? So how do you fit that in?
Okay, so key question I'm gonna ask you is, what do you do good in? I need 3 to 4 things. 3 to 4 things that you're fantastic at. From there, I'm gonna create income for you. Some way, somehow. Create income for you. So I'm going to answer all your questions. I'm going to create a team for you. We're going to get situated, like literally. And I'm going to give you a side cushion. Side cushion is anything that's independent contracting. I don't care if it's doing deliveries or a side gig, so that you could create the income that you're making at your job. If you're making $3,000, I'm going to break that down to many pieces so that you can make that with whatever you're good at. And if you don't know what you're good at, I'm going to figure that out by asking you multiple questions. But you have to believe that the 9-to-5 is no longer serving you.
Now, a lot of people, a lot of people might say, she's crazy. I cannot quit my job. How am I going to pay my bills? So you are really going to create a form or way for people to believe that they can survive their 9-to-5 doing all the things that they are good at.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that equals the amount that they're making, but more. So, because I always want to know how much they want to make their dream income plus what they was making at their job. Because usually what you make at your job, you usually don't even make as much as you want. So I need to know exactly how much it is. I'm going to break that down, find out exactly what it is that you can do that's similar to your job with your own talents.
So we have here some people that are connecting. And we have Jennifer Vega. She said she did it thanks to Lori. So if you want to share with us what type of business you're doing now, how do you, change your 9-to-5 for what, and what are you making now? What is the difference? How do you feel? If you like to share that with us, that would be fantastic. Lori, this is so great. I like the way you are really an organized person. I remember when we were taking the classes in Costa Rica, you was with your computer 24/7. You was jotting everything down. You have different color markers for everything. And I loved it. I still remember that.
Oh my God, thank you for remembering that.
So tell me, Lori, this program is saying that it will help you work on your mindset. So I guess the main thing for people who are trying to be in their own business is because they haven't changed their mindset.
Yes. So yeah, that's important. So you want to read personal development books, things that are called self-help. I made that my best friend. I always listen to self-help stuff. When I don't listen to it a day, like something through Audible, I use Audible, the app, and I listen to it every day. I may listen to music for an hour a day, but I'm listening to 10 hours of personal development, some way, somehow. I don't care if it's somebody's live, or YouTube, or Audible on something that I don't know. And I take notes. Audible has a function. This is the top millionaire tip. Please write this down. Audible has something called bookmark. People are like, oh, I can't listen to audio because I can't. Right? That's their favorite line. I'm like, well, it has a highlighter. It's called audio clips. You hold it on a part that you like and you write a note on it. So it's organized from the time that you wrote it, the date, and what you wrote, so you could go back. So a lot of times I want to coach on something that I heard on. I'm like, wow, that hit. I can go back and be like, I'm going to talk about this today because it's organized. You want to be to the T like that.
Thank you. Again, I want to thank everyone who's connecting because everybody's like so excited to hear you, and I'm sure they taking notes. And thank you, John. He's saying hi to everyone from Captain Hernandez. Hernandez is also saying that you have to seek from God. Yes, of course. I mean, whatever religion you are in, you seek from the higher power. I totally agree. Yo pienso que siempre hay que poner a Dios primero sobre todas las cosas, o el Todopoderoso a quien usted crea, hay que ponerlo siempre primero. So we have something from Jennifer. So Jennifer have wrote in here that she worked with Lori in her cleaning company, and also have my own clients now, thanks to you. So she's cooking with a catering and making cooking books for individuals. That sounds pretty interesting.
Exactly. And thank you so much for sharing that.
And yes, we are what we eat, because if we eat junk, we're gonna look like junk. I can testify for that. I mean, I had to change a few things in my life. During this pandemic has been very rough. For a lot of people, we have been staying home, eating more. The anxiety, make us eat. Even if you exercise, sometimes we eat more than we need to. Now, tell me, how do you survive this pandemic?
Oh my gosh, let me tell you, this pandemic was like a booster. I came up with I knew Zoom was going to be a created billionaire mechanism. I literally taught everybody how to use Zoom so they could create income. So I was like, listen, don't worry that you lost your job. Get a Zoom account, it's free. Start coaching on what you know about and just charge them. Use PayPal, and that's it. They was like, really? I'm like, that's it. They're like, okay. So I had people doing that throughout the pandemic, and I didn't know that was really on some that it went off. I had hundreds of clients. Wow. Teaching them this. And I didn't charge a lot. It was $37 a training. I think it was minimum. I knew people was going through a pandemic issue. It was fine. Gave them 30 minutes of it. They got it. They was able to do it. And I'm like, whoa. So I raised my vibration by helping people. And then a lot of people oh, what else did you do? I was doing deliveries out in these streets. I took my car, I put that baby to work, and I was making thousands because everybody wanted to get food to deliver to their house. I had no problem doing that because I took that money and reinvested into all my businesses.
Wow, that is amazing, Lori. I mean, you're a very powerful girl. I'm so proud of you.
You are too.
She's making about 3,200 plus a month now, so that's pretty good from someone that's making very little income. Now, nowadays things are starting to come up. Gas is going up, everything's going up, food is going up. So you have to figure out, a way to just make it a check by check. It's not comfortable living check by check. It's nice to once in a while just kind of breathe and say, hey, I got enough money in the bank in case of,
That's it. Yeah, and another young lady manifested. I had her write her expenses out and get to the T, and she actually wrote a check to her. Somebody was doing something with their homes, and they decided to give money to her. She said, "How much is your expenses?" She was like, "I actually wrote it down because she already was getting coached by me."
Right.
So they was able to write the check to the T for the exact amount, and it was thousands of dollars. And I felt good. Pandemic, and I'm like, listen, manifestation is all your belief and getting organized so the universe could take you seriously.
Wow. So Lori, for those people who are watching right now and they want to know more about how do you help people be the best they can be, how to make their dreams come true, how to get the car, how to get the business, even being positive, because your energy is so great being around you. Your energy is so pure. I love it. And I'm not saying this because I'm interviewing you, because I know you for some time now, and you always been the same person and always getting ahead, echando pa'lante, like we will say in Spanish. Thank you for everyone who's connected. I would like for everyone to start sharing in the social media to, so they could know more about Lori. So Lori, for people who wants to join you in this new journey, you coach people, you help them achieve their dreams, they could contact you at this email.
Yes. Achieving Wealth Effortlessly at gmail.com. I also have a text community. They get manifestation tips every day. That number, I'll say it slow. It's 347-572-7350. They send me a text. I shoot them information. They can ask me questions. It's only texting because I love to text. I think the texting is so much fun. So
Yes.
yeah.
Anything else you would like to add? What is Lori doing right now? What is she working on? I know you're working on something besides your business.
Cooking it up. I have the Achieve the Dream program, which is 4 weeks, 1 hour a day, 1 hour a week, literally, and I help you manifest. Then it's the plus factor, which I teach you how to get the drive, because some people don't have that drive. They're like, where's this energy coming from? I teach you in that course. So it's super exciting, very affordable. Contact me. Anybody on here gets the same discount everybody had for the past 2 months. I'm super excited to say that. And one more thing, I came out with my t-shirt. Thank you, Marilyn, for boosting me, because I said so I came out with my t-shirt for people to buy. It says, I'm manifesting my dream life, period. So
nice. Love it.
So excited. It's a release.
That's very, very nice. How do you stay fit?
How do I
always? Yes.
Once again, I'm moving around every day. I'm doing deliveries. I jump in, like if one of my girls is not in the cleaning home, like in the home cleaning, I have to jump in sometimes. I'll go and do that home real quick. Back to my business. I have no problem jumping in. I'm one of those people, like, it's okay. Life goes on. Somebody doesn't show up, I will jump in there. My best, I'll figure it out. You got to be a solutionist in the world. So I stay fit by moving around. And I'm also a pescatarian. I'm allergic to shellfish. So I eat salmon and a little bit of whiting and cod.
Okay.
Love it.
Very, very good. Thank you for the tips. Thank you for everyone who keeps, sending messages, sending love, keeping the good energy going here.
Yes, I'm excited. Thank you. And if they need extra income, contact me. I'll send you whatever delivery app. I'll give you the 1s and 2s for your state so that you could create income and passive income. Because if you give the referral code, you can make like $600 per link. So that's extra income. Give out people.
Yeah, anything you could do, right, to make that extra income.
That's it.
And there is the email right there if they want to contact you. Oh my God, look who's in the house. Tracy Williams, the very powerful woman. Tracy, thank you so much for connecting. Gracias, John, por conectarte, por estar aquí con nosotros. Do you know Tracy wrote her book too? She's a book writer. And by the way, for those who are connecting right now, you also an award-winning author, and you are part of Emilio and Daniela Roman's network. So we want to give them a shout out because they were the editor's house. There you go. That's the book. What was the name? What was the name of the title of your?
The Lamp of Faith. Thank you, Emilio and Daniela. You are a blessing. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't even know, because this was tangible proof that I could get it done. And they pushed me and they stuck behind me, and they was the most sweetest, most amazing people I've ever worked with. Power couple.
Tell me a little bit about your part in the book.
Yes, the lamp of faith. Everybody has a lamp, and it creates the faith. So you have to rub it a certain way, which is belief. The more belief you have, the more rubs, the belief you have, the more the lamp will provide you with the things that you need, which the lamp literally is a figure of speech. I chose to use the lamp as God because I want to be able to speak to everybody without just using a specific religion.
Wow. Very, very nice. So again, for people who are connecting right now, they can follow or they can write to you through email. And also text you. I know I had the number here somewhere. Somebody had put the number here, but I'll put the email. So if someone wants to, I think it was Charmaine that had put the number for texting.
Thank you.
If they want to change your life, because it starts with something. Also, you talk about investing in yourself. A lot of people want to do things, but they don't like to invest. What are some of the things that you invest in yourself?
That's self-love, honey. You have to invest in yourself. You're the number one asset. Like people be laughing at me, like, you pay yourself for real. I went to our country every week to learn. And I didn't have the income. I created the income. I utilized deliveries. I didn't care that I had to deliver food from A to B. I didn't care. And I would be dressed like, you're a delivery girl. Yes, I am. How you doing? Here's your food. And I would go back to doing my business because I know that I could create the time. I could stop with the delivery, do my business. Do a delivery, do my business. I have no problem doing that. People are too caught up in their egos. Get that out of Yeah, forget about what people think. Create your income, you know, and invest in yourself in books. I got in this book by investing in myself, taking a leap of faith.
Yes.
Knowing that I will create the income and I will get this done. No matter, I never wrote a book. I got my GED. I wasn't thinking about no writing no books.
Very important to invest in yourself. I truly believe that it's very important. You want to get ahead. You know, of course, everything helps, but you have to invest in yourself, educating yourself. That means educating yourself. I said again. Now, I know you had traveled the world. What's some of the countries that you have visited?
Yeah, so Costa Rica with you, that was such a beautiful trip. Like we did an interview together, you know, by that water. That put things into perspective after that.
Yes.
And I also went to Thailand. And I went to Barbados with my team. I do everything with my team. I love my team. Together, everyone is more.
So shout out to Achieving Wealth Effortlessly. It's hard to say. I want you to say it because you said it better than me.
No problem. I chose for Achieving Wealth Effortlessly so that you could achieve wealth effortlessly. Not much work. You just got to have a lot of faith. You can do a lot of action, but it doesn't got to be sweating. Just make sure that you're connecting with the right people.
So if you are ready for transformation, this is what happens when you go from Spanish to English, right? English to Spanish all day. That's me. So if you are ready for transformation, please contact Lori. She is the girl to contact. She'd be happy to help you achieve anything you want in life. She done it. She's coming from a background that, you know, if you missed the first part, I need you to rewind this video when we finish and listen to it, because her story is amazing, and learn more about her through her book. Also, the book they can find it where, Lori?
Yes, right on my link. If you go to my Instagram, it's called The Real Miss Manifest, and just click in my bio and you could purchase there. It's like $25, you know, and it's a lot of great authors. You're going to get a lot of things from everybody.
Yes. So thank you so much, Lori, for being here with me tonight, sharing this time, sharing this information that costs nothing to people right now, right? All this important. Hey, some words can be such a life-changing to people, believe it or not, you know. So hopefully some of the stuff that you said click to people and say, maybe I need to do something different, to start manifesting, to start investing in myself, to do what I need to do, right?
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much, Lori. A hug from me to you. And I'll see you next time. To everyone who's connected, please don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Also, please share this video, and it's going to go into our YouTube channel. So please share. Un besito para todos. Que tengan una buena noche. Bye-bye.
Bye.